More Stomper. Map 14 is what I'm on. Blah. Oh, that's interesting. Like lock this up, that's pretty cool. Oh, so is this like a change, like an altered texture on this door? That's pretty cool. I think I might actually increase my mouse sensitivity. 1.9. Oh wow, I got wrecked there. Oh wow, again. Fucking Revenant though. Alright, let's try to get in some safe area instead. Then again, at the same time, it is very weird to get used to the new sensitivity. Very weird. I might have to make smaller steps with adjusting the sensitivity. Let's go to 2. Let's make small steps each week, maybe. Whoa, what was that? Freeze there for a second. I'm getting sniped like crazy by hit scan bullshit. Okay, cool. Where the hell did this imp come from? This map is already kicking my ass. I'd like some armor. What the fuck is happening with my game? It's like sometimes locking up for a frame. Wow. If it happens another time, I might actually check my computer temperatures. If that's something I can do. But every time I'm grabbing health, I'm not instantly losing it, mostly due to hit scan. Way too much hit scan in the open here. another hit scanner appears out of nowhere. Seriously, like 99% of damage I'm taking is just random enemies appearing behind me out of nowhere. Again, I'm just constantly below 50% health. No armor anywhere. Oops, wrong button. Look at the amount of camping hits can. So much long range hits can, it's fucking stupid. Not liking this map at all. Wow! How many shots does this rev take? There's like no armor on this map. Wow, all those bullets went to the left. Pallets. GG. Oh my god, we got more than 90 health now. No trap? Interesting. Expected that to be a trap. I probably need to hit the switch on that pillar thing first. Alright. me, or does that good door look green? So what's in here? Yes. Did you just get killed by the other zombie man? Oh, fast, rapid fire Kako. Train gunner. It's going down quality wise quickly. And the rockets. There's rockets. Design of the map is fine, but like, holy shit, the fucking enemy placements are shit. Oh, the shell boxes. Oh, hello, Keko. Welcome, little Keko. Still just hanging around this area. I know I haven't been to the yellow area yet. And there's a lot of places to gather some shit. Hello. Good matrix dodge. Alright, let's go to the yellow area then. After all this time. If I can find the proper route. Taking like the scenic route, it seems. I just... Oh, a Hell Knight there. I've been here before, but the Hell Knight I didn't notice before. No, I haven't been here. Oh, okay. Have I? The dead imp there. No, I shot these imps, but I haven't been there apparently. Interesting. Is this already the yellow area then? Maybe it is. I'm just not noticing. Okay. Nothing to grab on those elevators. That's cool. Still looking for armor. I have not found any add-on. Oh, hey, there we go. That took me like almost 20 minutes. About damn time. Alright, so I think explored the yellow area and then I haven't seen anything of like any other key cards or whatnot. Oh wait, there's the blue. Below... Oh, we can get back up here and grab that. Cool. That's nicely done with the textures there. Having like a different side texture there of the wood goes well. What was that? Oh. So maybe when I grabbed the yellow key, there actually was a trap, but I just didn't notice it. Maybe they released 2 cacos like this as well. Alright, back to that switch area. Train gunner up to the left. Get rid of that. Oh, got 2 of them. Oh wow, Mank was just annihilating that shotgunner there, lol. Nice. What? They've got another fucking train gunner there? Oh god. Oh, I only lost 10 health there. Is this like near the area where I grabbed the yellow key? If so, then this is probably where the cacos got out. Alright. How do I get up here? Would you please die already? Holy crap. And there's still one there. Holy shit. Okay, so where do we get the red key? Does the answer lie over here? Potentially. I mean, it does lead me to the red door, but I do need the red key. At least we'll have a way to get back up. I don't have the red key. Where can that be? Not here. So one key was here. The other was here, I think. There's some red line that's here, but that might be the exit. Very unsure what the red key might be. I mean, considering this map consists of 3 areas, this one, and this one. We have 1 key in this one in this one, so logic would have it that the third one is here, but I was just there and I didn't see anything. Let's actually try to jump on there. I'll have to get back there. Oops. Is this the right way? Oh, I could have just gone through here a little, but I can't. Okay, through here. Hold on, this might actually be progress. Oh, I actually need the red key. Okay. So now I know that I need red before I even go in there. Which still means I have no clue where the hell the red key is. Wonderful. How's blue? A red? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. This is where I got yellow. Oh god. Alright, IDDT time. I'm done. Wow, there's an armor there that I missed with a Revenant. Interesting. Alright, so the red key is actually behind that red door, which makes no sense in my opinion. Because usually if you'd have red barricades like that, you'd think you need the key to unlock that. That's not where you expect to have the actual key. Alright, so then the question is how the oh yeah, see, it is hidden there, so how the fuck do I open that? Oh, there's actually a staircase here, I didn't see that. I mean, generally speaking, like, it's literally that they put a red key gate here that threw me off. Which, just looking from straight ahead, it's easy to, like, not see the key. Especially because it also blends in with this. I could have made this a normal gate, and then I would have been, like, more... like, I'd have the idea more that this would be level progress. But since it's like, oh, you know, I'm standing here, it's like, oh, red. This is probably a red door area, so... And because I don't have the key yet, I shouldn't go here yet. But no, here's the circuit. This is just a little bit of illogical design in my opinion. At least, like, it doesn't properly show the area, like, where the key is. Counter-productive. There's two. I mean, I know a lot of people really like having to kind of figure out hidden things and shit. But it's in just a standard Doom mod, it's like, I think it's better to just clearly indicate for the player on where the hell they need to go next. At least in the general sense. Hey there, Haas. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. $33-minute map there. Gonna be a long ass WAD. Map 15, secret exit, most likely. Oh, hello. A lot of crap. Oh my god. Some health badly, and everywhere I go is death. And the amount of fucking hit scan really doesn't help. There's some health. Lucky me. This might be my base of operations. Oh crap, they're coming in from the back. Oh, that was a med kit, now the stim pack. Fuck me. Especially because I could have used that now. Hey there, Dime. I sell out to money. Depends how much money. I mean, money is a thing that I like, as does in almost anyone else. But yeah, Friday's a standard Doom. I always play Doom on Fridays. Nice to see you again, though. Hope you're doing well. Settling in for a nice weekend, I hope. I'm unsure if I'll continue MGS2 tomorrow. Like, I really don't know. I might try like one session of Fat Man, but if it's gonna take me like hours and hours, I'll probably just give up. It'll really depend. Of course, I can also check out a video. Maybe someone has like a good strat. Yeah, it's like right on the edge where, you know, it's like I kind of want to give up because I'm not enjoying it anymore, but then a couple of my runs were so close where just a couple more shots would have beaten him. So then at that moment I like know that I can beat him, but I just need a tiny bit more luck or something. But I'll probably check out a video of someone doing it on that difficulty and see if I can maybe take some useful strategy from that. But yeah, Fridays is Doom Friday. Hey, Ogrith, nice to see you, man.
Ah, my nipples, they hurt! They hurt when I twist them!
God damn it. You and your nipples. How you doing, man? Fat Man command. I was thinking of some sound commands of the Metal Gear Solid games. Stuff like laugh and grow fat. Or like, look, your favorite explosives. I like that one too. There's a lot of Metal Gear Solid sounds that are so iconic that I really gotta put in. I'm doing good, by the way. I decided to break out the cider. Just finished my first bottle, actually. I have a magnetic bottle opener, which is in the shape of a Borderlands claptrap. It's got magnets on the back, which are stuck to a broken old mini fridge that I have and use as a desk for my second monitor. But it's a bit complicated sometimes to get the bottle opener off of it. But yeah, it's been a while since I had cider or like any alcohol. The older I get, the less I kind of feel like drinking alcohol, and if I do, I'd usually drink a lot less than I used to. Like, usually I would finish like a whole 6-pack of cider per stream, and now it's like I often like drink like 3 or 4 per stream. That's what I'm saying now. I'll see how far I'll get, but nothing beat drinking cider when I used to work at the coffee company, and I'd have like a long afternoon shift in the middle of the summer, and then having to cycle back home 10 kilometers, like a bit over 6 miles home, being absolutely tired as fuck, feeling warm as fuck because it would still be warm as fuck outside because of a hot summer day, and then getting home, sitting my ass down, and cracking open ice cold cider. That was like the best moment ever. When you're like absolutely tired and like worn out from a long shift on a warm, hot summer day. No, not pre-work, after work. Yeah, it's pretty warm. I slept like shit, to be honest, but when I started my stream, it started pretty warm. I think it's my PC, honestly, that's just warming up my room, because I've got a lot of like my room has gotten a bit messy again lately, so the more volume it takes, the less space there is for air to go, so I think like it's starting to, like, my PC just warming up my room a bit quicker. So I do have a fan running in the background. The last couple of days have just been a bit warmer, that's why I slept like shit the last 2 days. But some power naps and G Fuel have helped me stay awake. I honestly, since I've started, like, I got the starter kit of G Fuel starter pack with 10 different flavors. Since I've started drinking that, I do honestly feel like that I'm like awake consistently and concentrated. I don't know if that's just confirmation bias, because that is easily, well, it could easily be it, but yeah. Maybe it is the G Fuel. PC's put out a lot of heat, yeah. I still have Specky installed on my... Don't. It'd be nice to see like temperatures and shit, but I don't have Specky installed at the moment. I can see my GPU temperature, which is currently at 52 degrees Celsius, but I don't know if there's anything on my PC at the moment that can display my CPU temperature. Task Manager only shows my GPU temperature wise. Yeah, I guess I can download Specky again. Take the free version. I hope it doesn't require me to restart my PC though. Some programs do that, like need that for reasons, and I understand, but not gonna restart my PC in the middle of a stream. I can't do that. Customize. Yeah, please do not install on my C. I do not want that. That's one thing I hate. Every program ever is like, yeah, I want to install on C. It's like, that's my SSD. And I kind of just want two things on my SSD. Windows and World of Tanks. I don't need I pretty much don't need anything else on my SSD. Alright, now I can see my CPU. I mean, my CPU, I mean, of course, we're only running Doom, so it's at a 50 degrees Celsius as well. Which is fine. Way better back then when my cooling paste needed replacement and I would be streaming Quake Champions with my CPU reaching 99 degrees Celsius, literally being 1 degree below my fucking PC boot shutting itself down. I was like, oh yeah, cooling paste, that's the thing that exists. Oh my god, what is up with the fucking hit scanners here? Ow, man, you dick. I'm gonna need some health. What's health? Oh my god, of course I lose it instantly to a chain gunner. Great. Inside has more health, probably, hopefully, right? Right. There's a med kit. That's a lot of bullets. Hell yeah. Oh my god, look at all these shell boxes. That's a lot. Okay, goodbye, shotgunner. Jibbed. Hey, welcome back, Ogre. I have no clue where I'm going. This is one of those maps that's so big and open where I'm just going places at random. And sooner or later I'll probably, like, not know where to go next. Because I'm just running around like a headless chicken and just shooting my way through anything I see. If I see enemies, I'll just go there and shoot everything on sight. Free day from work. But, like, do you still get paid for that free day? Or, like, I don't know how it works, because that probably depends on your contract. Because I know a lot of jobs, it's like if you have a free day, you still get paid for it. You get paid, hell yeah. Testing marathon a day or two early, that's good. I do remember when I worked at the coffee factory, we would often, like, just finish the work of the entire week early. Could be a day early or a shift early, which, you know, cause like either your shift would end early or you would not have any work at all on Friday. And like it would also cause that the last shift would not have any work on that day, for example, so. But then you wouldn't get, well, at least I wouldn't get paid because I was on a 0-hour contract, which is basically that I would get money literally based off the hours I would clock in. But hey, that's fine. That was simply the way for me back then. But the cool thing was, if you did arrive at work and clocked in, the minimum amount, oh god, I bet I didn't save in ages. The minimum amount they would have need to pay you would be 3 hours. And there would be days where it was like I arrive at work and they're like, yeah, all the machines are broken, and like, or like not all, but like, basically there'd be some shit going on which would require like, it would basically mean like, yeah, you can go back home. So I just got 3 hours of payment by just cycling to work and back home. Or there'd be a mistake of the planners. You know, where like accidentally they plan in me and someone else on the same line. And it'll be like, you know, because there'd be like 2 different guys who would call up the workers and plan them in, and then it was like, yo, I see someone else's name on the computer screen on that line. It's like, oh, we accidentally planned you double, and it's like, well, you can go home, and again, you'd get paid for at least 3 hours because you did clock in. Or not even clock in, just arrived. So, you know, sometimes you get free money like that. Four-day weekend, hell yeah. Fire! Flames! I'm still thinking, like, if I'm gonna order G Fuel at all, in like an actual like batch of 40 freaking, what's it called, servings, which is like these, like this is one serving, 40 servings of worth of powder. So if I just drink that one day, one serving, as I've been doing, that's like 20 liters worth of drink. Like one serving is like 16 ounces. That'll last me over a month. But it's just like, I don't know which flavor I would go for. So far I'm still trying out the different flavors I got. Some I like more than others. And they're getting better, the ones I'm trying, but it's like, I'm hoping for one that will blow me away, where I'm like, oh, this is actually amazing, like, you know? But the ones I've been drinking now are getting better and better, they're good. The first one was super disappointing, like the first one was like not really that special, it just kind of, tasted like lemonade. And I was really afraid that, like, I'm gonna be disappointed with the other flavors, but they thankfully have been getting better. So I just hope I can find a flavor that'll actually blow me away. Yeah, that's the thing, like, it's not cost effective to keep doing these starter kits, because it was like 10 different packets of different flavors. As a starter pack, that was fine for a one time, but to keep buying those is gonna be very ineffective costly wise. But I am saving one for last, because I did look up some opinions online. And like, still got these left. This one, generally people are very positive on this one, Blue Ice. So I'm kind of wanting to save that one for last. Still got Raging Gummy Fish, Sour Blue Chug Rug, Strawberry Shortcake, Bahama Mama, and Watermelon. Watermelon I'm not expecting much, because watermelons have such a light flavor, and I've never been much of a fan of watermelon. So I'm not expecting much of that flavor, sadly. But for the flavors they did get, like, Hype Sauce was honestly, yeah, a bit disappointing. Although the citrus was interesting, like the background citrus flavor. Then I had Tropical Rain, which was a bit better. It was a nice tropical flavor. But then Battle Juice was also similar with like pineapple. And I liked it a bit more, I think. And then today I got Rainbow Sherbet, or whatever it's called. And that one kind of tasted like ice cream. Or like a red slush puppy. Which was pretty alright as well. Definitely better than Hype Sauce, the first flavor I had. Probably like equal to Battle Juice, but one being like with the red flavor. And Battle Juice was like more pineapple. The last thing I want is to just get a flavor to try out. So I buy like 40 servings. And then it'll be like a very like that's gonna be, if the flavor is disappointing, it's gonna be a bit shitty. I mean, none of the flavors have been outright bad. Although Battle Juice I'd be kind of disappointed with, just because it tastes so much like lemonade. Where I'm like, yeah, I can pretty much just buy a lemonade and get pretty much the same flavor. The only unique thing was the aftertaste did have that bit of citrus. But it didn't really... It wasn't really enough to really make me that hyped. Like, the citrus flavor was maybe a bit too light. Although maybe, you know, you can always make the flavor a bit stronger by adding less water. But I'd only experiment with that when actually having one flavor. Like, if you're trying out a flavor for the first time, I wouldn't want to experiment with the fuck. I wouldn't want to experiment with, like, doing less water than recommended. But if it's like I'm having a flavor for like a longer batch for multiple servings, and yeah, I'd experiment if like I do a full one and I'm like, the flavor's not there enough, you know, maybe next day I'd do like a little bit less, like an ounce less. Spicy Demonade from Doom Eternal. Yeah. Yeah, then I'm like, what flavor will that be? I'd need to ask someone. Watch freaking YouTube reviews, which thankfully do exist. I also heard like the Sonic the Hedgehog flavor was super good. People are creaming in their pants for that one. Cinnamon. I did see like a coffee, like a vanilla coffee flavor, but then one random comment on Reddit I saw, they said it just tasted like water. So I definitely have to watch. I'm a big fan of coffee flavored stuff. Like that is like, that makes me excited. Like I see something coffee flavored, I'm like, ooh, I gotta try that. Like something like frickin' Starbucks iced coffee with like cookie flavor thingy that I had, like that stuff is like heaven in my mouth. I'm a sucker for coffee flavored shit. Or like little coffee buns. Or like coffee flavored cookies, like, oh. Yeah, I fucking love coffee flavor with like added sugar. I mean, as for coffee itself, I can drink regular like black coffee, no problem. I'll enjoy that as well. But if I like add milk and sugar, that's gonna be like a sweet treat for me. I'm like, oh, almost like a good milkshake. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I love coffee, and it's even that much better when it's sweet. And with like milk and stuff. That door is unpacked the wrong way. That's not how doors work. But if you look up G Fuel, there's so many flavors. The only thing that sucks for me, not for a lot of you watching, is there's so many frickin' YouTubers that have like discount codes. You know, I watch Angry Joe's show, so then like, oh, use this code for 20% off your G Fuel order. Or I watch Some Ordinary Gamers, use code SOG. I watch Moist Critical, use code MOIST for % off your G Fuel. Like, cool, I want to actually use those codes and support YouTubers I like. But then it's like, yeah, that's a US only code. And yeah, they do ship. The G Fuel US store does ship to Europe. Problem is, if I import that shit from the United States, I risk import tax. Plus, it takes a long time to get here. But I also risk import tax. Because there's a shitty thing where if, like, your package gets intercepted, you gotta pay, like, extra freaking import tax for that. And that can lead to some bad extra money. Like, I once ordered, like, a special edition of a CD. And I had to pay like 40 euros of import tax or some shit. It was like a special edition of a CD that came with like a t-shirt or two. So that's like, I want to like minimize ordering outside of Europe as much as I can, right? Because I do not want to risk having to pay import tax. Yeah, I mean, the CD was like a special edition. It was like a special album. It had two t-shirts, which one of I've actually never worn. It's like a long sleeve. It was the Devil Driver album, Winter Kills. And I have one regular shirt. And one long sleeve shirt, but actually I've never worn the long sleeve because I'm not a big fan of long sleeve shirts. It's just been hanging in my closet ever since. And the thing is, I also ordered the regular version of the CD because first I ordered the regular one and it was already shipped. I couldn't cancel anymore, and then later on I found out there was like a special edition, and I was such a big Devil Driver fan back then that I was like, oh shit, I want to buy the special edition. So I just ordered that on top of it. And so the regular version, which also came with a shirt, I believe, just a shirt, I actually never opened. It's still sitting closed. Maybe I'll sell that if it has any value. But yeah, that's how I learned about import tax the hard way. Because I was literally not aware. I was like so surprised that I needed to pay some extra fee to the freaking packet delivery guy. And he had to explain to me like it's because of like the import shit and stuff. But at that same time I was pretty lucky as well. Because back then I had a Mad Catz mouse, computer mouse from Mad Catz, and that was like right around the time when they were about to go bankrupt or something. I don't know if it was like right before or after they went bankrupt. But the thing is, I had a Mad Catz mouse, but like it broke on me while I still had warranty for it. So I contacted support. Their site was still up back then. And I told them like, hey, my Mad Catz mouse is not working anymore. It was like it's double clicking or something like that. It was still under warranty. And then all they asked was like, hey, can you like write this code down on a piece of paper and photograph that piece of paper with your mouse and send it to us to like prove that I have a Mad Catz mouse? So I did that. And then they just sent me a package with two new exact same mice. Two. And that package came at the exact same, from the same delivery guy when I received that album. So I did pay extra for like the album shit, import tax, but at the same time I received the package with two free computer mice, which were like the Rat 7 mouse from Mad Catz, which was like an expensive gaming mouse, like I don't know, 70, 80, 90 euros each. Nah, I don't have those mice anymore. They all broke after many years of use. Like I basically used one, then after a couple of years that one broke, then I used the other, and that one broke after a couple of years. Now I have a Logitech mouse, which is also my second one, because the fucking scroll wheel broke on me. Probably because of just dirt collecting inside the scroll wheel area, and it would just eventually just get all fucky. I'm starting to lose trust in Logitech, because I also have a Logitech keyboard, and the fucking keys, like my keyboard is acting up weird sometimes. Not anymore lately, but if any of you watched me stream maybe like a year ago, there would be moments during Doom where I would press escape and it would like double press escape for no reason. So I'd press escape and it would put me back in the game right away. And double press other keys. And the keys would randomly change. It's like a circuitry issue that just randomly appears. I'd have problems typing as well with a lot of just keys changing from day to day that would double type. And I've read online that a lot of other people are having that exact same issue with this exact same keyboard. So I'm kind of like, I think if I ever get to buy another keyboard, I might actually not do Logitech anymore. Whew. That was a lot of talking. I like when I can talk a lot and tell an entire story. The only bad thing about it is that it distracts me from actually properly exploring the map in Doom, and I just get lost because it just distracts me, my mind. I think that key did lower like the platform the key was on. Look at these weird missing textures though. Super weird. There was like a tall pillar somewhere with a key on it. Hey Toaster! Nice to see you, by the way. My apologies for... I'm gonna get fucking unfollowed, by the way. Only now noticing that it was your name asking me that question earlier. Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna pay for that badly. Yeah, Netherlands is a very humid country because we're below sea level. So the Earth thinks that there's supposed to be water here. So we get like a lot of tropical fucking sea weather. Like I'm like feeling so much moist on my arms and shit. Just because it's like it feels like I'm sweating, but it's just the humidity. Well, it hasn't been raining for a bit lately, but it's just constantly humid, like, you know, it always feels warmer than it is because of the high humidity and shit. I don't know if it'll say what the humidity is right here now. 14 degrees Celsius outside, which is, for all you Americans, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. But you know, it is 4 a.m. so I don't see any humidity here though. 3% chance of rain. Yeah, humidity is at 88%. 88. So yeah, that's some decent rainforesty type humidity, I'd say. And the problem is, even if it rains here, next day it's still gonna be warm as fuck. Like, it'll be cool for like a few hours and then it's just gonna warm up again. $97. Jeez. 32 over at your place. That's a big difference. Fucking shit scanners. lot of imp. This... I actually forgot that this is map 15. Oh my god. So I'm an hour and 19 minutes in Doom tonight. And this is only the second map of today. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you, Toaster. I hope you're doing well too. I got my new marathon tank in World of Tanks last night. Bought it at a 50% discount. I have a first tier 9 premium tank. Because I'm an idiot. I mean, that's nothing new, of course. I finished all the Catacomb 3D games a couple days ago. And I started Metal Gear Solid 2 on European Extreme. And I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that because the Fat Man boss fight is making me pull my hair out. So I might give it like a try, but if I'm not going to make any progress for like hours, then I'll give up on the whole run. Well, it's the first tier 9 premium tank they've ever sold. There have never been any premium tanks on tier 9 before. But generally speaking, tier 9 is a much more fun tier than 10 or 8. Tier 10 is just shit because it's just a clusterfuck of unbalanced tanks. The tanks are too consistent on that tier, I'd also say. Like, most of the tanks are just, like, too good, too precise, too consistent and reliable. Where the game stops being fun and everything, like, you get spotted and a million tanks will hit you. I don't know. Tier... oh, and then there's just a lot of unbalanced tanks. A lot of OP tanks, some underpowered tanks that you barely see. And... Tier 8 is just a clusterfuck of a lot of premium tanks that are also a lot of them are like OP and shit. But Tier 9 is like one of those good tiers at the moment still. It's probably gonna change the next couple of years. Where like, you're never bottom tier. You're more powerful than the freaking Tier 8 shits. And of course you do see Tier 10 tanks, but you're good support because I feel Tier 9 is like Tier 9 tanks are only a little bit worse than Tier 10s. Whereas Tier 9s are so much better than Tier 8s in my opinion. Like, the consistency of your vehicle gets so much better on Tier 9. Oh well. And you know, because Tier 11 does not exist, you're never truly bottom tier. Whereas if you're playing Tier 8, you're gonna get into Tier 10 matches and it's like, haha, you're bottom tier. Oh my god! But yeah, I mean, considering Wargaming are gonna sell more Tier 9 premiums, it'll only be a matter of time that they'll be OP, and the Tier 9s will start to become more unbalanced. I think that's what I'm truly expecting. Why is my phone freezing? What the fuck? The main special thing about Tier 9 premiums is that they do earn bonds as well. Wargaming, meanwhile, nah, we're not gonna monetize bonds. You can only earn it through gameplay, not through money. Even though if you buy a Tier 9 premium that has bond income, you're technically buying that bond income. It's always the fucking bullshit of companies, like... They will say something, but they will only, like, stay true to that promise in the most direct way. But indirectly, they're actually breaking that promise. Because if we're gonna say, I'm never gonna sell you bonds, but I am gonna sell you something that makes bonds, then effectively you're selling bonds, right? It was the same thing with the premium account. What was getting updated with like premium missions that will give you like bonds. They're technically monetizing it, but they're just not admitting it. One sec. Oh crap, there's another side B there. I'm really thinking what I'm gonna play in the near future. I did have some plans noted on Discord, but I don't know how accurate they are still at this moment. Let's see. Yeah, Deus Ex already finished. Tomb Raider as well. I have this thing with Commander Keen and Resident Evil 1. Waiting for Rise of the Triad remaster. Mass Effect 2 somewhere later this year. Don't want to do it yet. More Gran Turismo somewhere later this year. So I don't really have something very concrete planned at the moment. Hey there, Kieran. Welcome. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. What are these random zombie men doing here? Gotta kill the second Cybe. There's also a bunch of games I have, like, made shortcuts on my desktop for. There's also the Quake remaster that I gotta play. I wanted to play the original Terminator FPS games, not necessarily finish them, because I know a couple are crap. But probably, like, Future Shock and the other one I'll probably, hopefully finish, because those are the better ones. 5 more enemies. Oh yeah, no, don't forget, there's a secret exit in this map. Should not forget. Them stuns though, them stuns! 3 in a row. Then again, I do feel the shotgun is more accurate than the vanilla variant. This looks like a train.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
But I'm gonna guess that's the standard exit. I did see something over here though. Oh my god. Hey. Speaking of arch files, you guys had the chance to do this.
Here comes Flame Boy.
That map was a bit too long though. Bad mojo. Uh-oh. What have I signed myself up for? No, it's the same text. Oh, only 85 enemies. It's gonna be a breeze, right? Right. 85 arch files or 85 Cybes. Why am I wasting those pickups? Oh. I was expecting worse than just some shit scanners, some Hell Knights, and a Rev and some Cacos. Just there. Doom Guy and Duke Nukem. I mean, I do love Duke Nukem. I'm actually shocked how many people that I know, like other streamers, are like not a big fan of Duke 3D. Like, that still shocks me, kind of. Like, I speak to so many people and they're like, I never really got into Duke 3D, or like, I'm like, how? You know, it just happens, I guess. And then everyone complains about the hit scanners in Duke 3D. Even though they're more easy to dodge, with the only annoying piece of shit hit scanner being the Battlelord Sentry. That's the only exception. Like, that is the pain of Duke 3D enemies, the Battlelord Sentry. But the rest, like the enforcers and the pickups, those are absolutely like easier to dodge than Doom hit scanners, in my opinion. Or like actually possible to dodge. Like if you just move sideways like this in Duke 3D, hit scanners will be missing you a lot. Again, the only exception being the Battlelord Sentry. That is the only enemy where I'm like, yeah, I can understand that is like a big annoyance to deal with. But thankfully that thing is cheesable. Very cheesable. Just need to shoot the shrink ray at its foot and it will insta-shrink. Ow. Oh, this is just basically the standard weapons, but they have different sprites, sound effects, and slightly change like rate of fires and maybe damage output. So, I mean, chainsaw is the same. Punch is also the same, but we got a pistol. SSG, and shotgun fires faster. Gun, rocket launcher, plasma. I don't have the BFG yet. What other games do I have on my desktop I kind of want to play? Yeah, Commander Keen, Quake, Shakedown Hawaii. I tried once. I was like, it was still fun, but I was a little bit disappointed. Like, it was different than I expected that game, so I didn't really play it a second time. And then Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, which I'll play more if I'll get back in the RTS mode. But yeah, then there's Slime Rancher, which I kind of already finished, but there's just some like end game shit I can do for like some short bursts. Pistol looks like Han Solo's pistol. It is a very nice pistol skin. It's got like a little scope and like a bullet thingy. Hand shot first. Can't really think of other games that I like really badly want to play soon. Where I'm like, yeah, this is the next game I'll stream. A bit unsure. I mean, I have also some other games in a folder. Some random games. It's a big list of some random games that I'm like, yeah, I should play that sometime. There's always a bigger fish. Speaking of Han Solo, that reminds me of Star Wars games. I mean, it hasn't been that long since I streamed a Star Wars game. I played Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2 not that long ago on stream. There's obviously more games in that franchise that I need to stream, including my favorite Star Wars game of all time, Jedi Knight 2. It has like the ultimate fucking Jedi simulator. I love that game so much. I heard that Jedi Fallen Order is also very good. Oh, and one Star Wars game I gotta play. Episode 1 Racer. And I actually genuinely heard that that game was actually pretty good. Episode 1 Pod Racer. Then there's Galactic Battlegrounds, which, like I said, I'll get back to when I get back in the RTS mode. There's also Empire at War, which is fun, but more cinematic. I didn't like it as much as Galactic Battlegrounds. There's not enough freaking Star Wars spaceship games. Like, they had a new one, but I heard it was more focused on multiplayer. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I have not played those on stream, but I have a good reason for it, and I acknowledge that those games are great. I just am not a fan of that passive combat, where it's like you click on an enemy and then your character engages in combat while you're standing there and using abilities. Like, I'm just not a fan of that kind of combat. That's just not for me, but I'm not saying that the game is bad because of that, of course. I definitely acknowledge that the game was amazing, but yeah, the combat is just not something I'm a fan of. And that's the reason why so far I'm not really planning to play those games. It's the same with like Dragon Age. I tried that and it had that same kind of passive combat, and I'm just not a fan of it. The only video game I can tolerate that kind of combat in is RuneScape. And that's probably because that's a nostalgic game of mine. I'm just a bigger fan of active combat, where I walk around and do stuff. Turn-based combat, I'm not that big of a fan either, but I can appreciate it in some games like Pokemon and Paper Mario. That's where I actually enjoy it. I'm gonna have trouble getting into Final Fantasy, because that's turn-based as well. Hello, monks. I expected the secret level to be a lot harder. Probably because there's like pretty much no hit scan in it. And I'm not getting overwhelmed by 1,000,001 revenants. There's a lot of Star Wars I need to watch though. I have like of the new movies, I've only seen Episode 7 and Rogue One. All the other new movies I have not seen yet. As for TV shows, I heard The Mandalorian kicks ass. Haven't started that yet. I still need to fucking finish the Clone Wars show, which I'm somewhere on season 2. And I actually heard that Clone Wars gets like really dark late in the later seasons. Whereas like the early seasons of the Clone Wars are like more child friendly, kind of. So I'm curious where that goes, but I just don't have the time as much to watch them. I hear there's like a million other frickin' Star Wars TV shows coming up. Which, if I wasn't too busy watching YouTube and WRC, I might consider getting Disney Plus. Oh, everything's dead.
Everybody dead. I like that.
The fuck? That was weird. No. Where's the second secret level? Yeah, we killed everything. This map was not that hard. I barely lost health. I just want to know where the secret exit is. Is it here? Maybe. Yes. Oh, hold on. What's that? There's something here, which I assume is like a shootable meme. Yeah. But then, how do I... There might be something that lowers this. Aha! I'm onto something. I'm onto your secrets. Oh. Okay. Yep, it does. Don't ask me why. If it looks cool, why not, right? Engravings give you no tactical advantage whatsoever. But it looks cool. That's the exit. So that is wow, I actually need to press that. Interesting. That is a repeatable switch. Huh. Oh, wow. Maybe this was on a timer? I can't seem to activate it even when no clipping. I feel like it's not letting me press it. Oh, it is shootable. Right. So then how do I shoot it? Because I assume it opens that. Yeah, it does open the secret. How do I shoot it? There's been no flame boys in this map. None at all. Ah. Lucky what I find. Ha ha ha. Oh, I'm floating. I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Congratulations. Alright. 304 enemies. Existential. Oh god. Yeah, existential crisis. Well, I have plenty of times. Not good. I don't even like thinking about that. Okay, we need below key for that. I'm trying to think of other games that I'm really in the mood for to play soon, but I can't think of anything at the moment. Maybe some random ass indie. I don't know. Maybe. All I know is that there's a ton of good shooters coming out in the indie scene. I also know there's a big update of Doom Eternal on the way. But I'm still pissed off that that game does not have save option for master levels. And I have sworn to never ever attempt a master level in Doom Eternal anymore until they add that save feature. Because I spent 2 hours and 15 minutes trying to beat Super Gorness master level just to have the game crash on me on the last fucking fight. And then I was like, nope. I'm not gonna bother until they actually add a save feature. That at least saves my progress on the checkpoint. I really like this plasma gun. It's got a nice sound, sprite looks nice. The only thing is, like, it doesn't really feel like a Doom plasma rifle. Like, it feels very alien-y. Like, I'd say it almost looks like a weapon that the Xenomorphs have made. Oh yeah, speaking of Xenomorphs, the Alien franchise has video games. Specifically Aliens vs. Predator. I believe the original came out in like 2000. There was a sequel to that, AVP2, which I am most familiar with. I played the fuck out of that game back in the, let's say, early 2000s? Late 2000s, probably. Probably late 2000s, early 2010s. Played that a decent bit, AVP2, and yeah, that was fun. And then there came another AVP, which I got on PS3 back then, when I didn't have a PC yet. I really enjoyed that one as well. Not everyone was as positive about that game, but for me, it did what I wanted for an AVP game. Give me an AVP game with 3 campaigns. One where you play as a human, one where you play as a predator, and one where you play as a Xeno. And they did that. They did exactly that, and I was happy with that. So I had nothing to really complain as far as my memory goes. Then there's the recent Aliens Elite Fire Team. I'm gonna have to watch a review of that. I did hear it's 3-player co-op, so I need 2 actual friends, which is gonna be the hardest part for me. How the hell am I gonna get my hands on 2 friends? I don't know. But I really wish there was some, like, not necessarily AAA, but like some slightly bigger game project coming out for me to be excited about, but not really anything I can think of. And also something like that is not an FPS, because we're getting spoiled with FPS in the indie scene. I have more FPSs on my plate than I can ever handle. So I'm fine with FPS, you know. Doom Eternal is probably going to get more updates. As soon as it hopefully adds the save feature for master levels, I'll be able to play and enjoy the master levels. Like, that'll be something I'll actually care about at that point. But I can't even think of a niche genre that I want something to come out for. Racing games, I have my hands full. I've got Gran Turismo, I've got Burnout, I've got Forza, I've got Need for Speed. Don't need more racing games. I got Dirt Rally, I got WRC, Formula 1. Yeah, I don't need more racing games. I'm settled for that. RTS games, I've got plenty as well. I've got Command and Conquer. I've got Galactic Battlegrounds still. StarCraft. I've got Age of Mythology, Empire Earth, Company of Heroes 2. Yeah, I've completed a Medieval. That game was great. I believe I played it not long after I completed Dusk and Ion Fury. Yeah, I really liked it. That was great. I even watched Bridge play a decent bit of it as well. It was very nice to see Bridge's reactions, like getting a lot of inspiration for his own maps. I always enjoy that about Bridge. You know, just him always looking for new inspirations for his maps, so then he plays other games. He's like, oh, I gotta screenshot that for like inspiration and stuff. You know, so it's always fun to see someone who's creative like that to really enjoy like seeing those things that he's so passionate about. It's like, oh yeah, that's great. You know, he really has that appreciation for like seeing level architecture like that. And it's always fun to just see people be passionate about what they love, right? How can you not like that? So yeah, FPS games, RTS games, race games, all too much. RPGs? There's not that... let's say there's probably a ton of RPGs I need to play, but only a few I'm really aware of that I'm planning to play. Which are the Mass Effect sequels, Final Fantasy, The Witcher. I'm not sure if I want to get into the Elder Scrolls It's a pretty long franchise. I'm afraid that a lot of the older titles might be janky as fuck. It's also gonna have Todd Howard on it, and I don't know. I could never get into Skyrim that much. Fallout New Vegas I still need to play, which is probably like the last actual Fallout RPG, because Fallout 4, despite liking it, is not really an RPG. It's more like an FPS open world game with some lighter RPG mechanics. I wouldn't really call Fallout 4 as much of an RPG. Then there's of course the Deus Ex sequels, so you know, I guess I do have a decent bit of RPGs. But it's not like I have too many as I have with like RTS and racing and FPS. And now I'm starting to think, what other genres am I a big fan of? What other genres am I a big fan of? Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh, I know I wanted to play Dead Space. More space games, that's what I wanted to play, I think. Dead Space. Mass Effect, of course. What other space games? Oh, yeah, more Tomb Raider games, of course. Tomb Raider, I want to get more into. I mean, we finished Tomb Raider 1, so that was good. What other space games? Why does my fucking email thing not send from space 1 2? Well, those are like spaceship games, right? Which those there are a lot of, because there's also stuff like Freelancer and the X games. I have a ton of those. Oh yeah, Red Faction. That's FPS. I know Dead Space is definitely one of the franchises I really want to get into. Assassin's Creed. I played 1 and 2 on stream, which I enjoyed. I'll play more of that, but that's not space at all. Brothers in Arms, FPS. Ooh, yeah, Little Nightmares. I fucking want to play that game. It's like an indie horror game. Oh yeah, and Metro, but that's FPS. But Little Nightmares, that game looks fucking amazing. I have it. I'm not that much into that many horror games, but that one really attracts me. Same way kind of like Resident Evil 7 did and like Spooky Jump Scare Mansion. Like, I'm not that much into horror, but some of them, they're like, oh, that's like interesting. They do like something unique. Oh, RPGs, the South Park games. South Park has 2 amazing RPGs, Stick of Truth and The Fractured But Whole. Gotta get into that. I played Stick of Truth once, that game is deep as fuck. System Shock. Hawks, definitely, but no space. Yeah, and not really a lot of space games. The only things I can think of is Mass Effect and Dead Space. That's literally about it. As for like not spaceship games, like flying in spaceships, there's a lot of stuff like you said, like, you know, Descent Free Space. I know I have like the X games, which are like a lot. Like if I search X and I go all the way, so I have like X Beyond the Frontier, X Tension, X2 The Threat, X3 Reunion, X3 Terran Conflict, X3 Albion Prelude. Those are like a lot of games. And then I still also have Elite Dangerous, like games like Freelancer and whatnot. So there's a lot of those, and I know they're probably also pretty long. There's some more like of these GTA kind of games I need to play. Like, for example... Well, it's got a steep learning curve. That actually might be something I'll have to avoid then. Thanks for the heads up. Frick, what was something else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, open world city GTA clone games. Frickin' Saints Row and Driver. Driver 1, I actually played a bit. But that game is fucking tedious at times. I appreciate it, but holy fuck, it didn't age well. Driver 2 I've never played. Driver 3, on the other hand, I played the fuck out of that back when I would play on the PS2. Driver 3, that game I have very good memories of. It was tough, but I did enjoy it. Yeah, that first garage training thing in Driver 1 is brutal. It took me a long time to finish it, but eventually I got past it. But later missions are fucking unforgiving with the police and shit. The police are beyond annoying in Driver 1. And there's Saints Row. Saints Row is just silly fun. I've never played the original Saints Row, but I do have it, which is interesting because my brother and I were big Saints Row fans, but we started both with Saints Row 2. And Saints Row 1 was an Xbox exclusive, and I got myself an Xbox 360, which has backwards compatibility. So then my brother, being such a big Saints Row fan, he went out of his way to buy a copy of Saints Row for the Xbox, just so he could play it on my Xbox 360. Like, he legit asked my permission, like, hey, can I play Saints Row? Like, if I buy Saints Row 1, can I play it on your 360? And I was like, sure, go ahead. And he did that. But I myself actually have never played Saints Row 1. But 2 and the 3rd I played. A bit of 4 as well, but never completed 4. They're fun. There's another button I need to press somewhere. Mafia 1. That game is a bit hard to get into because it's a bit dated, but I hear it's a very good one. Mafia 2, that game I fucking love. I fucking love Mafia 2. I heard the remaster was pretty shit. Buggy and everything. So I might as well just play the OG version. But Mafia 2 is great. Like, if you like story in video games, Mafia 2 is amazing. It's got good characters and shit. I'm a sucker for a game with good story. And if a game feels like where the story has been like an absolute adventure and I care about the characters and the characters are memorable, and the story makes me like constantly like be surprised of like what happens, like throws unexpected shit at me where I'm like, oh my god, then yeah, you'll get easy praise from me. Oh shit. What other games with good stories did I like? I know Metal Gear Solid, of course. But I've already streamed that, and I am streaming it again on the hardest difficulties if I manage to beat Batman, that is, and not give up. What else? There's probably some games out there that have like amazing stories. I mean, I keep hearing that The Last of Us is amazing. But for those PlayStation exclusives, there's a lot of other games on my list first. Namely, like the classic platformers on PlayStation, stuff like Crash Bandicoot 3, more of the Spyro games, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. And after all that, I'll get to Uncharted, and after all that, I'll probably get to The Last of Us. And I have high expectations. Like, people praise the fuck out of the story in The Last of Us, so I'm gonna be, like, my expectations are like Metal Gear Solid level. I'm like, yeah, this shit better slaps like Metal Gear Solid. In terms of story. Like, if people say that a story in a game is super good, like, the first comparison I'll make will be Metal Gear Solid. Because that is like S-tier storytelling in video games. In my opinion. Yeah, there's Metro, which I keep hearing is great. Like, there's so many games where I'm like, oh, I keep hearing it's great, but I have yet to play it. And then eventually when I play it, I'm like, oh, why did I never play it earlier? That's exactly what I had with Mass Effect 1. When I finished that, I was like, oh shit, why did I never bother playing that before? Same thing with Deus Ex. Finished that and I'm like, whoa, this game is fucking amazing. Why did I never bother playing it earlier? Too many games. Too many video games. It was a long time ago when I played Mafia 2 though, so I really hope that when I revisit it that the story still holds up. But I do know Chris, Cornstarch Chris, who was actually earlier here today. He played Mafia 2 not that long ago, and he was very positive about it as well. That probably still holds up. I have a feeling all these would go down. Oh. This map I'm enjoying a lot more than some of the previous maps. It's got a lot more linear sections. A lot less hit scan bullshit and sniping positions everywhere. Did that pillar room not have like anything else? I feel like there was more to that room. And there's this, and apparently I'm also full on rockets, which I didn't realize. Nothing else here. Ow. Ow. Oh, hi, Light. Nice to see you. How's it going? Saw you finally got rid of your beard. Definitely a big change. Looking like a nice positive change for you. Very happy you took that step. Feeling fantastic. That's super great. Hell yeah. High five. I was very happy to see those pictures. As for me, I'm doing great too. There's been so many amazing people in chat tonight. And even some random lurkers I've seen in the viewer list. Popping in and out. Y'all know who you are. Blarmor. We got the Blarmor. Right, but how do we get on that? Hell yeah, that's so good to read. I've got some cider, so I'll say cheers to that happiness. Hell yeah. Positive changes, everyone. That's the good stuff. This is my last save. 5:14, oh, 2 minutes ago. Ow. Seriously, when you know that when some of your best friends are going through a shit time for a long time, and then when you finally get to like hear that they're feeling so much better, that is such a good feeling. I cannot even explain. Like, it almost kind of brings a tear to my eye, to be honest. When you just finally see that happiness from some of your best friends. Why did that teleport me here? What arrow memes? Could be. I didn't want to teleport. You know what? I'm gonna load. How about that? Arrow memes. I don't see any arrow memes here. Oh god! Death and destruction. Oh shit. Arrow memes. Need some health. Before I jump to the side B switch, or I'll probably get back there, assuming I need to kill the side B later on. Subadumon. Spam that shotgun. Yep. It's like, if you have to go out of your way to draw an arrow somewhere to point out where the player needs to go, in my opinion, it proves that your map is kind of badly designed. Not saying the entire map is bad, but like that section of like leading the player to that next area is bad. It's like you should make it in a way that the player knows they gotta go there. But at the same time, I could make that exact same argument about using a camera switch. Basically what I mean with that is when you press a switch, a camera pops up showing you the door that opens, and then the camera goes back to the player. You could make the same argument to that, because that's basically like an arrow telling you, hey, this is what happens. But I think that's a lot more acceptable, because it's like more subtle. It's like, hey, you see a camera, you see what the switch did, instead of like little giant arrow on the floor. And arrow memes. I just think it's funny, funny arrow memes. Floating mank. I know it wasn't actually floating, but it was funny because it looked like he was. Ay, caramba! Holy shit. Oh, this is where the memers are. Looking for this room for ages. Oh fuck. What's health? Soft face hype. That is indeed after you oh, let's just say, if you have a place on your body that had a lot of hair for a long time and you shave that, it is very soft. That's all I'll say. So if you want if you have a hairy ass and you want a soft, fluffy bum on your rear, shave that and you'll have the softest baby butt ever. I need health. This is still map 32 we're on. Back when I was together with my ex, she actually convinced me to like do a face mask with her together. It was a pretty funny experience. So this is where you said meme arrows were? Check the meme arrow. Ah, yeah, here's the meme arrow. Dow! Jump! Dow! Jump! Arrow! Dow! Jump! Can he kill me through here? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, the one I had with my ex was basically like the... Well, I mean, it was a little bit like you described. It was like black. And you also like put it like all over your face. It did have holes for your eyes and stuff, and your mouth. And you had to put it on your face, and then later on you would like slowly pull it off. I don't know how similar that was compared to what you had, but that's what I had with my ex. Those are like the little things I did with my ex that, you know, I do kind of miss. Like little things like that. You know, there's like stuff like that that you'd only do with like, I don't know. You know, just when you have like, when you have like a partner and you just weird, super specific, well, not necessarily weird, but just super specific things. I don't know, just little things like that. Anyway. I'm confused on where to go. I know I still need to activate one switch to get that key. And I'm a little bit unsure where that is. Yeah, after like 15 minutes or something you pull it off, exactly. And then your whole face feels like a baby butt. Oh, sick tick. I'm confuzzled. There's only 6 enemies left, so I must be close. I just don't know what fucking switch I need to use. Oh yeah, this meme are activated. There we go. Okay, now I have to go back to the thing, which was good. That was just a pure guess. One enemy left. What was the way again? Well, I never needed that. Oh yeah, back to the beginning. That was the meme. I need to take a piss. How about that? Cables, cables, cables. Rip. Bastion. We started on map 14 today and now we're on 16, but we did do the 2 secrets. Progress is slow. See, the fast rate of fire on the shotgun is pretty nice for close quarter encounters like this with shit scatters. Ugh. Was I gonna say that, like, just again, really noticed that today so many more people than usual came to chill. Because I do notice when my like my viewer count is higher than normal. Normally it's like at max 5, and I was like, ooh, 8. Like, ooh, noticeable. Again, I really appreciate it. Every Friday I do more Doom after a session of tanks, and every stream is beginning with a session of tanks. Don't know if I'll continue MGS2 tomorrow. Like, I'm really thinking, like, should I give up on that game or not, because European Extreme is so fucking hard. I should just play something else instead. I'm gonna have to see. Just using the shoddy because it feels so good with the high rate of fire. So fun. And I kinda was in the mood to, like, replay Duke 3D on stream. It's like one of my favorite games ever that I can replay a decent amount of times. The only Duke 3D official content that I don't want to replay is Nuclear Winter. I'm so sick of that episode. That's the only one I don't like replaying. Even Duke It Out in DC, which a lot of people are mixed about, I think, mostly because of the frickin' museum level. Duke It Out in DC, I still love. And hey, maybe, you know, like the Smithsonian. Yeah, I think that's the one. there's like one key card in a vent shaft that is just absurdly, stupidly hard to find because its position makes no sense. Its location. Smithsonian Terror or something it was called. But now that I know where that is, I have no issue with it. But Nuclear Winter, I don't know. Like, the first two levels are fine because they're changed versions of the original levels. But then level 3, you get these boring fucking caves and shit. And, I mean, there's some good assets in some of the maps, don't get me wrong. But in general, like, just thinking about Nuclear Winter just makes me kind of like, you know? And then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to bother. I was thinking of another thing oh yeah. Other Bold Engine games. Honestly, I might even... I mean, I told you all, I have plenty of other Blood expansions installed as well. I finished Death Wish. But I also heard good things about some of the others I have installed, like French Meat and its sequels. There's a part 4 coming of Death Wish. Well, I mean, that's cool. If that's finished, I'll play that as well. And I also... There's a decent chance, you know, not necessarily soon, but sooner or later, I'll probably also might return to Shadow Warrior Classic Redux again, because, not gonna lie, I just have this love for Bold Engine games that are not Redneck Rampage. That makes me want to come back to him. Yeah, maybe I'll enjoy Redneck Rampage more with an actual good source port. I'm in the mood for hamburgers. Hello there, Boris. One question here. What do you think about Ica and Clusterfuck? I have no idea what that is. Is that some kind of mod? Or an expansion of something? Complex Doom add-ons. I have never heard of that. Complex Doom, I think I've heard about. But not the, like, I didn't know that it had, like, extra add-ons to it. I don't think I've ever played Complex Doom, but that name does ring a bell. Most of the Doom content I've played is just, like, CAC award stuff. So either, like, WODs or gameplay mods that have won, like, CAC awards and shit. Just because I want to avoid having any kind of choice paralysis when choosing my WODs, so I just have an easy list to follow. So basically I don't have to think, what should I play next? With the CAC awards, it's like, alright, this is next on the list, I'm gonna play that. I don't have to think. And after one day I beat all of the CAC awards, I might actually play like stuff that gets recommended to me, because I know there's a lot of amazing stuff out there that is not in the CAC awards. It is still so impressive how much content we have for this game. More than one can ever finish in their lifetime. What year did Complex Doom come out? ModDB says release date TBD. I don't know if it had like a... I don't even know if it's like in the CAC awards or not. 2019... 2017. Daedalus started this. November 23rd, 2017. Let me just check. 2017 CAC Awards, Gameplay Awards. That's not there, sadly. Doom Delta, Final Doomer, High Noon Drifter. Final Doomer I'm very familiar with. That one I play a lot. I love Final Doomer. Yeah, I've used that one a lot. Just because it gives some nice extra sound effects and stuff. And the weapon layout is kind of similar, like, to the standard one. Just with some changes. 2018 gameplay, Guncaster, Netronian Chaos, GMOTA. Guncaster I've tried. I know that one. Netronian Chaos, I have no clue what that is, and Gmoda. I heard that name before, but I have no clue what that is. So yeah, Complex Doom not in the CAC Awards, but you know, I'll still try it out one day. Absolutely. I mean, I want to try out as many different mods and WODs as I can. Hell yeah. And again, Boris, I just want to like really say it's good to hear another person be enthusiastic about Final Doomer, because I don't meet enough people who love Final Doomer. it is very nice. Oh yeah, high five. Have I been to the red door yet? Nope, don't think so. I'm just generally a fan of like weapon mods that alter the guns, but not in too much. You know, weapon mods that are not crazy different. I just give you like another new set and it feels still like balanced enough like vanilla. That's what I like, and they give some nice visual effects, some nice sound effects. How the hell do I... What's this building? Basically, like, Pirate Doom had amazing weapons as well. I played that not too long ago, and that was such a good WOD with very nice new weapons. Yeah, Xandra Unum has the better multiplayer support. Although I don't play multiplayer that often. At least not yet. I would host deathmatch sessions if I actually had people who watched my streams actively enough to also join in, but I've tried hosting some deathmatch sessions in the past and often I would have like no one join, so that idea is not gonna happen for a while. Yeah, I'm for me it's mostly like a thing I only really enjoy with a group of friends. With randoms, people you don't know, it's less fun. That's for sure. Definitely not big into deathmatch with just randoms. But if I can just have some beer or cider and fuck around with some friends, oh yeah. It's like now I'm having some cider. This mod also has nice weapons. They're slightly changed, like SSG feels a bit more accurate, I think. Regular shotgun has faster rate of fire. But these weapons feel great. Oh, it's stuck Kako. Since you're like 18, most of your friends don't like or are bothered in with Doom. They're kind of alone. Yeah, I feel you, man. I don't have that many friends who are into classic Doom either, or even modern Doom. Like, all my gamer friends from Twitch, most of them are into Doom Eternal, but like real life friends, I can think of, well, only Light, she's into Doom. Other real life friends, not that many who like are that hardcore into Doom. I can't think of anyone else. I know Eve, she played some Doom. Holy Kill played some Doom. Virus C99, he played some Doom back in the day, but not anymore. Capcom needs some love. Did Kako. Whoa. Sudden shotgunner appearance. Entire month of Doom playing, holy shit. I only play it on Fridays. I mean, I love this game to death, but having played it for so many years, I just play it on Friday and then play so many other games on the other days. Alright, another meme arrow. They actually made this platform an arrow. Nice. I could have just made it like a freaking platform. Fucking arrow. Meme arrows. Ah, yeah, with a shitty PC, I understand. That reminds me of when my GPU died a couple years ago and I didn't have a GPU for like a couple days. I would just play Doom in software mode or something. Yep. It's always Doom. Whoa! My mouse just shit itself. Yeah, having a shitty PC sucks. Especially now with like the whole frickin' state of the computer hardware market. It's absolutely, like, it's pretty much not very possible, at least in Europe, to get like even like a good budget gaming PC. Because the prices of like, I believe cards are like absolutely through the roof now. I really want to upgrade my PC, but I just don't have the money for it at the moment. Maybe if my crypto increases in value. I mean, it's been going up, my crypto. Well, as it dropped again. It's still kinda up. Yeah, I got 16 gigs of RAM as well. Well, mostly my CPU is just outdated. Well, as long as you don't care much about playing Cyberpunk 2077 on Ultra or like any other like AAA memes. For me, it's mostly like I also like, on top of running games, I also need to like make sure I can stream them because that is extra load. So if you're thinking about streaming, then of course that'll be a lot of extra load. Because there's certain games, like my PC has no problem running, like Quake Champions or like, I believe, Ghost Recon Wildlands, was it? But then if I want to stream that game as well, then my PC is getting issues. Like Sirius M4, my PC had issues, although Sirius M4 was not really well optimized to begin with. Series M3, my PC had issues running and streaming, low frame rates. Even World of Tanks, I stream every day, but at times my frame rate will drop to like 40 at moments. So, you know, it is playable, but I wish I could have a smoother experience. Biggest complaint as well, Doom Eternal. Because in Doom Eternal, to be very effective in combat on high difficulty, you gotta have like quick swapping. And quick swapping combos, like, weirdly enough, in Doom Eternal, quick swapping, the speed at which that happens, is bound to frickin' your frame rate. So my frame rate in Doom Eternal is like 50 to 60 at times, and it's not really going higher. Meanwhile, people who are running Doom Eternal at 120 FPS, they get way faster quick swapping and get like way better like weapon switching combos with more damage and stuff. So, you know. Anyway, I'm happy to see that we're on like 9 viewers. So I can hopefully get a raid going. I don't often do raids because I usually don't have enough viewers for a raid. You never got too deep into Doom Eternal. I really love the game. And I'm like constantly like, I'm only playing on Nightmare and I want to do Ultra Nightmare runs. But the one thing keeping me back is just the frame rate not being super consistent to give me a smooth enough experience. Because if my frame rate would be higher, I could just be a bit better at Doom Eternal and maybe get better Ultra Nightmare runs. But yeah, thank you so much all for being here tonight. I hope I can get a raid going because I don't often get to do that because I usually don't have enough viewers. I'm gonna try and raid BZ Plasma. He's awesome. He is. He often plays retro. He's playing retro now. He also plays like classic shooters like Doom and stuff. He's an awesome guy. Yeah, hopefully it can work. Yeah, there we go. All right, thank you all so much. Have a nice weekend. I'll be on tomorrow. You all take care. Have a good one.